Hey, no, it's okay. Don't scream. I know, a ghost telling somebody not to scream. Not too likely, I guess. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. But you already figured that out. I mean, honestly, what did you two expect in a house that's over 100 years old? Young Caucasian couple moves into a creepy old fixer-upper determined to turn it into a bed and breakfast? That's the perfect setup for a horror movie. I mean, really, you kind of brought this on yourselves, but I don't want to hurt you. I swear. I know I moved a couple of objects around, but that was just to get your attention. That's the thing about us ghosts. Living people can't see us unless they at least believe in the possibility that we're there. Your husband's never going to come around, and he's going to continue to make you feel stupid for even thinking such a thing could happen, and scream at you for waking him up when you hear otherworldly noises. I've been watching you two. I've seen how he yells, how he belittles you, how he drinks and threatens to leave you for all the things he says you do wrong. I know what you're going through. I know what you're feeling. You think that you're trapped and that nobody would believe you and that there's no way out. How do I know? Because I've been where you've been. Edgar was exactly the same way. He was a pillar in our community, and I was his little wife, silent and trailing behind him at every social event. But behind the scenes, he was a terror, making my life hell at every possible opportunity. The Edwardian era fashion lent itself pretty well to covering the bruises. His list of complaints were never ceasing, most of them centering around the fact that we were several years into our marriage and I had yet to conceive a child. He told me time and time again that the only reason he married me was to produce an heir, and until I could, I would be of no good to him. The last thing I wanted was for intimacy with the wretch, but I thought maybe if I were pregnant, he'd at least stop hitting me. Then there was the problem of raising a child under his iron fist, but what could I do? And considering the fact that women couldn't even vote yet, you can imagine how non existent the resources were for those of us in abusive relationships. Yes, I said abuse because that's exactly what he's doing to you. I've learned a thing or two in the last century. About a decade ago, a therapist used to live here. She was the last person who was able to see me. And she let me have sessions with her when nobody was home. Hey, she thought it was her duty to help whoever she could, living or dead, and she did help me. A lot. And now, I'm going to help you. We're going to get revenge on that good for nothing man of yours. Because I don't want you to end up like me. Do you want to know how I died? One night, Edgar came home and woke me up upset that the front room hadn't been dusted. So he dragged me out of my bed by my hair and tossed me down the stairs, snapping my neck in the process. The bastard claimed I'd been sleepwalking when I fell, and nobody questioned it. He'd wanted me gone, but now I really couldn't leave. Not ever. So, naturally, I pulled as many supernatural antics as I could until he was so scared he ran away and never came back. And I guarantee I'll pull out all the stops. Doors that open and close by themselves, cold gusts of wind, blood on the walls. Whatever you want. So, what do you say? Are you in?